Hello and welcome. My name is Lucas Burgess, and I want to introduce you to edge banding plywood using the superior and unique Burgess Edge method. The Burgess Edge system is unique because it is the only router system on the market that does not require the use of a router table, so large, awkward pieces and curved work can be edge banded with ease. The resulting plywood appears to be a natural board with no visible seam line on the face. The system consists of a matched pair of router bits, the plywood bit and the insert bit. Both bits have bearings that follow the edge of the material being edge banded. The first step is to insert the plywood bit in your 1/2-inch router. The plywood bit has 2 bearings. Do not add or subtract shims at this time. The bit will work for most plywood as shipped. Visually sight across the base of the router and adjust the height of the bit so that there is a little daylight between the base of the router and the carbide of the bit. This should be about 1/64th, but the measurement is not critical.
Okay.
Test your centering height adjustment on a scrap piece of plywood and adjust up or down until the cut is centered on the plywood edge. This usually takes 2 or 3 micro adjustments. If you are not satisfied with the size of the excavation, simply adjust the bit with a 1/2-inch wrench by adding provided shims made of different metals to reflect their thickness. Simply loosen the nut with a 1/2-inch wrench and add and remove shims. Whatever shims you use in the plywood bit should also be used in the infill bit. Burgess Edge, it never hurts to have a good helper on hand. The next step is to insert the infill bit into a second router. The infill bit has only 1 bearing in the center, whereas the plywood bit has 2 bearings. The infill bit makes the opposite shape. It is only necessary to have a second router if you are doing more than 1 piece. Again, make sure that the router bit is centered on the material you intend to use. When completed, your hardwood should have the same shape but opposite as the plywood that you used. The 2 should fit together seamlessly. The next step is to rip the wooden infill piece to 1/2 inch, which makes it easy to clamp.
I'm Michael Burgess. I'm Luke's dad. We have been using the Burgess Edge system since 2002 when we opened a business in Atlanta, Georgia. Luke has done most of the work in this video, but I'll just show you how to glue it up and clamp it and then finish the edge. All you need to do now that you have the infill and the plywood excavated, apply glue to both the infill and the plywood. Make sure to get them all wet. Insert the edge and clamp approximately every 16 inches. When the glue has set, all you need to do is to set your table saw at the original setting you used to create the piece you wanted to edge band. Rip off the excess infill right up to the veneers of the plywood. It's that simple. You've now created the beautiful and durable Burgess Edge. As you can see, the seam line is right on the corner and is not visible. There is no seam on the face of the plywood like in most other edge banding systems.